Hello, historians. Welcome back to another morning commute while I listen to the news. We are recording history for future generations on this rainy Monday. Let's see what's going on in the news.
My partner in crime, which she says sound like they'd be on wedding coasters you could buy off Amazon. You can watch her video on @SydneyPageBerry. Saying finding an apartment and getting the whole rental process done is a nightmare. A pair of New York City siblings have come up with something called Verify ID. Co-founder Aiden Einhorn is a student at NYU Stern.
So it started out as just building a platform that's secure, basically a secure vault for renters, to have all their information and their documents, to invite a guarantor in, have their full rental application package ready, has really grown into an infrastructure that's built to fight fraud.
How does it work?
We do time-sensitive links. We watermark each document to the person you're sharing it to. Extra password protection. You can track who opened it. You can revoke access. So if you don't move on with that broker, it's not just sitting in his email. You can revoke access to it.
His brother Gabe, who's been in the real estate biz for 2 years, tells 1010 Wins they're hoping to branch out beyond the boroughs.
New York City is obviously a different beast, and we've been pushing a lot in New York City, and we've already built connections outside. So we started to lightly test the outside markets, and we've gotten very good feedback. So we see that there's a huge need for it really across the country.
You can learn more at VRYFID.com. A nonprofit out in California is getting attention in part because of their name, but mostly for what they do.
Dogs that are abandoned on the streets of Los Angeles usually end up at animal shelters and get trapped in a cycle that rescuers say needs to be broken. Maya Berry is with the group Hot Girls Who Care.
I've seen dogs, and I'm like, you're new here, and then you look, and they've been here for months, but there's so many.
There are 50 city-owned shelters across the city that house the many dogs abandoned or surrendered every day. But owners can get help to keep their dogs with them. Christopher Valles is with the LA County Animal Service.
Resources like spay-neuter voucher or medical, we can provide those vouchers that will offset that cost.
That's correspondent Christopher Cruz. Here in New York, Flatbush Cats offers low-cost spay-neuter vaccinations and other medical services. Get all the info at flatbushvet.org. In case you've been racking your brain about this, scientists appear to have cracked the mystery of why cats always seem to land on their feet.
They fall, but somehow end up on their paws. Why? Researchers at Japan's Yamaguchi University found the upper part of a cat's spine is extremely flexible, while the lower part is heavier. This suggests cats can quickly turn the upper part of their torso to face the ground, and the rest of the body follows, according to the New York Times. Basically, cats can twist their spines like humans twist their necks.
That's Heather Bosch. The study is published in the journal The Anatomical Record. The study used a combination of donated cadavers as well as live cats. The living animals fell only about 3 feet and were protected with thick, soft cushioning upon landing, so no cats were harmed. One interesting observation, nearly 100% of the time, the cats corrected their body by turning to the right side. No word why. Well, she may not be working 9 to 5, but Dolly Parton is still keeping busy. She did give fans an update saying she has needed time to build herself back up spiritually, emotionally, and physically following the death of her husband.
Seriously, I've been doing a whole lot of things. I have been not touring, as you know. I've had a few little health issues, and we're taking good care of them.
She spoke at the opening day at Dollywood, where the 80-year-old told the audience she's been feeling worn out and worn down, and she cleared up any dating rumors.
I don't think I'll ever be married but once. I think Carl Dean's waiting for me on the other side. And if I should show up at the pearly gates with somebody else, he would not like that.
She says she's working on Dolly, a true original musical that's expected to come to Broadway with rewrites of some of her existing hits as well as a few new songs as well. Now this message: if you suspect nursing home abuse, call the law firm of Kelly and Grossman at 1-800-ELDERLY.
Let me tell you about Bob, a building manager for a budding business. Bob's boss asked Bob to help the business save big bucks. So he called Beth at PSE&G and bounced around ideas on all their business programs. Bob bought a new boiler with big incentives and on-bill repayment and used his savings to benefit his business. Visit pseg.com/radio to see how your business can be made even better.
Scott Stanford for CertaPro Painters. If the thought of sprucing up your house is keeping you up at night.
We're waiting for the 7:20 headlines here as we record a snippet almost every day. Most of the day, most of the week when I'm driving to work.
Right now, ask about their spring event and 10% off qualifying.
For many years, many decades, I've been driving to work listening to 1010 Wins. More recently, I've been recording these commutes.
At the speed of New Yorkers, 1010 Wins at 90.
Here's the headlines for 7:20. Let's go.
All the time. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 51 degrees. It is 7:20 on this Monday, March 16th. I'm Susan Richard. Here's what's happening. Mid-March, bringing some heavy rain to our area today. In fact, flooding downpours. We'll check back with AccuWeather. As the war with Iran rages on, the Trump administration prepares to announce a coalition to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Word is they fixed the wire problems on the old Portal Bridge, so NJT is back on track this morning. Hollywood honors the best in film.
Let's have a martini. This is pretty amazing.
Thank you, everybody in this room.
This is great.
The Oscars recap on the way. Hollywood Madam Heidi Fleiss is back in the news, with neighbors in Nevada apparently not too happy about her pet parrots. Yeah. In sports, Knicks beat Golden State. Team USA advances to the championship game at the World Baseball Classic. At 7:21, let's head back to Karen Stewart and get you where you need to go.
We're going to check in what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The GW bridge camera is white. The fog has completely blocked out the bridge. Fog, dangerous out there this morning. We've got lots of it, and we've got these wet roads. So please opt for mass transit, which is doing really well. The inbound side of the Holland is 50 from the Pulaski Skyway, 30 from the Newark Bay Extension. Inbound Lincoln 30, inbound George is 30 minutes. Brooklyn, eastbound BQE, delayed heavily into Atlantic Avenue. I know it usually is, but this time there's an accident there too, partially blocking the entrance ramp. The eastbound Belt Parkway at Pennsylvania has a new accident being reported there, so watch out for that. And on the east side, the northbound FDR Drive at 42nd has a broken down car blocking the lane on the off-ramp. In New Jersey, westbound 80 at exit 61 for Elmwood Parkway, accident. That's on the shoulder now, so we don't have to worry so much about that anymore. But in Westchester, we've got the westbound Cross County at exit 6 for Bronx River Parkway. We got a broken down vehicle, and we've got one lane blocked there. Traffic and transit sponsored by Staples. Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
If your workspace needs a spring reset like mine does, now's the time. The Staples Spring Savings Event is happening this week only, with savings up to 50%.
It is a cold, rainy Monday. Hope you guys don't have a case of the Mondays.
Easy. As we get ready for work today, Brian, the main accessory is an umbrella.
There's already been some showers around this morning, Susan. We're going to continue to see some showers throughout the day today, and there will even be
$377 gas and $387. That's regular and credit.
Damaging wind gusts with some of these storms as well. Even outside of the storms, it's going to be a fairly windy day. Winds will be gusting at times over 40 miles per hour as we head throughout the day, and we will dry things out late tonight into tomorrow. I'm Brian Thompson, your 4-day forecast in less than 10 minutes on 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM.
Not too many surprises at Sunday night's Oscars.
At the end of the night, the biggest award,
The Oscar goes to One Battle After Another.
Paul Thomas Anderson also won Best Director, his first Academy Award ever.
Thank you very, very, very much. You make a guy work hard for one of these. I really appreciate it.
One Battle After Another took home 6 Oscars, more than any other film this year. Sean Penn, who wasn't at the ceremony, also won Best Supporting Actor for his role in the movie. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Michael B. Jordan taking Best Actor for Sinners.
I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room.
In what was also a first win, Amy Madigan for Best Supporting Actress for Weapons. The night also featured special tributes to Robert Redford, Diane Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and Rob Reiner.
My friends, Rob's movies will last for lifetimes because they were about what makes us laugh and cry and what we aspire to be far better in his eyes, far kinder, far funnier, and far more human.
Of course, that's Billy Crystal. The Oscars aired on ABC. Closing arguments today in the case of a woman accused of murdering her husband and then writing a children's book about death.
Prosecutors claim the 35-year-old mother of three was having an affair and was deep in debt when she poisoned her husband's cocktail with fentanyl so she could inherit his estate and life insurance.
The evidence will prove that Corey Richins murdered Eric for his money.
They also claim 2 weeks earlier she gave her husband a sandwich laced with fentanyl in a failed attempt to kill him. But her attorneys argue there is no evidence she was the one who poisoned Eric. They suggested he may have bought the drugs.
Anna Bata reporting Richins did not take the stand. In fact, her defense team rested their case without calling any witnesses. If convicted, she could be looking at life in prison. It's assault charges for now, but that could be upgraded in the arrest of a man who allegedly attacked another man who later died. This was Saturday evening on the C&E subway platform at Penn Station. Police say it was 21-year-old Nasir Tate from Hillside, New Jersey, who punched a 55-year-old who had bumped into him. About 5 minutes later, that man fell unconscious. He was rushed to Lenox Hill, but was pronounced dead. Now Bloomberg Money Watch and Courtney Donahoe.
Susan, the war in the Middle East continues, yet oil prices are lower this morning and stocks are gaining before the open. S&P futures are up 46 points. Dow futures...
We see regular cash, $353, regular credit, $359. Supreme cash, $453, Supreme credit, $459.
$1 billion this year. But that
Just calling out the gas prices for historical purposes. If you've seen my videos in the past, you'll see that I've been doing that for years.
Have even helped it attract higher income customers. I'm Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
With Aetna, I always get a quick answer and I don't have to search on the internet. They go above and beyond to help me with whatever I need.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News and World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctor's offices when requested. We show up with access to convenient care options. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Time savers, price breakers, come to my world, meet the deal maker.
Buick GMC of Mahwah, where the deals are steals during the March into Savings event. Right now, lease a new 2026 Buick Envista Preferred for just $285 a month for 24 months with $51.75 due at signing.
Time savers, price breakers, come to my world, meet the deal maker.
Excludes tax, title, and MV fees. No security deposit. Upon approved credit. Expires March 31st.
Good morning. Susan Richard here with this message from Barish and McGarry. Significant news recently out of Washington where Congress passed the bill that secured the long-term funding for the World Trade Center health program. Without that, they would have had to stop accepting new patients after 2027. So if you lived, worked, studied, or volunteered in Lower Manhattan, south of Canal Street, on or in the 8 months after 9/11 and you thought it was too late to apply, please know that it is not. And now, with 68 boxes of data on the toxins at Ground Zero, more cancers and respiratory illnesses could be added to the list of 69 that are already approved for compensation. See, with the World Trade Center Health Program, you receive free health care for life, including early detection screening. So it's really important to apply right now, even if you're perfectly healthy. Here's what you do. You contact Barish and McGarry today. It costs you nothing to apply. So go to 911awards.com, 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Find your favorite brands at Whole Foods Market. Save 30%.
All right, guys, looks like we're not going to make it to the 7:30 headlines, but thank you so much for joining me, historians. If you know anyone that would like to be a historian, share this YouTube video with them. Let them know to like and subscribe. Let's make this movement nationwide. All right, guys, see you on the next one.